Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Geraldine. I make videos all about productivity and goal setting. So if that's your type of jam, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. It's so easy to procrastinate when all you're thinking about is what is the reward that it's going to give me afterwards. A lot of the times the reasons why we're not going after our goals is because we're constantly looking for the fastest reward, the instant gratification. We're looking for all of these rewards when the reward is the dream life that you're looking for. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of moving the needle closer every single day. It's always doing something 1% every single day so that you could get there. It's not something that's going to happen fast, not something that's going to happen instantly, because if it were like that, you would already have it. But unfortunately, it's not like that. So what do we choose? We choose to procrastinate. We choose to be lazy. We choose the thing that doesn't reward us with anything. We choose the thing that excuse me, I'm sick. We choose the thing that gives us the reward in that moment and makes us feel good, because doing all that hard work at the end of it all, it does feel good when you see the reflection of all your hard work. But when you're in the moment and you're going through the struggles of it, you don't want to do it. You want to take the easy route. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to find the discomfort in doing all of this thing. You would much rather do the opposite thing, the thing that you've always known, the thing you've always been doing. And so once I had this mindset switch of how I was going after my goals, it really changed how my productivity, it really changed the productivity in me. My productivity had increased with this mindset switch. My self-discipline also had switched after I changed my mindset of how I was going after these goals. So instead of putting all this energy into complaining, we need to be putting all of our energy into building the life that we truly want, without putting all this energy into the life that we really truly want. So here are the steps that I took so that I could be able to go after my dream goal. If you guys are liking this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. So let's get on with the framework. So number 1, decide what matters most, then deal with the consequences. We have a choice every single day to do option A or to do option B. Option A can include going to the gym, eating clean, tracking your calories, and option B could be eating that sugar cookie, staying at home, and eating a bunch of junk food. We all have choices to make. It can either be the choice to go towards your goal or away from it. When you make a choice, you have to deal with the consequence of that choice. Either the consequence will be, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna feel confident for the summer, or I'm gonna feel so sluggish and so disgusting and I won't be able to hide my body because it'll be too hot for sweaters. We all have a choice to make. We all have the freedom to make these choices, and unfortunately we have a hard time dealing with the consequences of the choice that we are currently making, the choice that we are participating in, because we want to complain about everything else around us, when we should be looking towards ourselves and thinking, why are we in this position? Why are we here? Why are we constantly complaining? Why aren't we changing the life that we want? Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard to change for myself? And it's because you're consistently choosing a path that you know you shouldn't be taking. You know what you want, but you don't know the strength to get there. So acceptance is really a hard thing to do. I believe acceptance is the last step in the 12-step program. The first step is acknowledging it, and then the last thing is accepting what your fate is. And so right now, maybe you're in denial of the situation that you're in. You're still blaming the world for the life that you're living, when in reality you have the option to change it. You have the option to do different things so that you can have the thing that you really truly want. For me, I really truly want to become a full-time content creator, and to be able to do those things, that means I have to sit down and film. That means I have to take time to script. That means I have to take time to edit and upload these videos. I am doing a 30-day challenge on this YouTube channel, which I am uploading 30 videos for 30 days in the month of May. And so that requires a lot of time from my life to be able to create these videos. And so if I'm not able to upload, that's not anybody else's problem but my own, because I didn't make the time to film. I didn't figure out my schedule so that I can consistently film every single day and be able to upload every single day. I'll accept the consequence if I'm choosing to, let's say, choosing to scroll on Instagram instead of filming, because all of that time being taken away from procrastinating can be put into building the life that I want. And so a lot of it is just deciding and then accepting the consequence. Deciding and then accepting. So when you change your mindset to that of like, okay, if I do this, I have to accept that it's going to take me longer to get to my goal. If I'm consistently choosing the thing that's bad for me, the thing that will deter me from my goals, the thing that's not going to allow me to get the body of my dreams, you have to accept that you are going farther and farther away from the goal that you really want. And that's a really tough pill to swallow, unfortunately. I was like that for a really long time. I wanted to blame the world for my situation, for the way that I was, for what I'm in. But in reality, it's like I was the one who chose all these options, and I participated in it. And so I have to accept the fact that this is the fate that I am in, but I can still have a choice to not participate in it anymore. I can opt out of it. I can choose the other path instead and figure out my life from there. So decide your life. Decide your options. Weigh your options. What is it that you really want? Is it to lose weight? So do you want to choose option A of tracking your calories and going to the gym and eating clean consistently, or do you want option B where you're eating a bunch of sugar cookies and a bunch of crap that's no good for you, and you're just going to move farther and farther away from your dream? Which one do you want? And whatever pill you choose to swallow, you got to accept the fact that you chose to swallow that pill every single time, because every day it's an option. Every day you're choosing one or the other. So number two is I got tired of looking at the sun and started looking in the mirror. One sec. Okay. So number two is I got tired of looking at the sun and started looking at the mirror. So this is a reference to a Taylor Swift song, an Anti-Hero. And I took this in as, if you look at the sun, it's very damaging, and you know it's damaging to your eyes. However, because you know it's damaging, you don't really care. Like, you'll keep self-sabotaging yourself by staring at the sun, doing the thing that's bad for you consistently over and over again, even though it's not good for you, because you don't want to look in the mirror and reflect on what did I do? How did I get here? Maybe you're not maybe you're so unhappy with yourself that you can't even look in the mirror. There were times where I couldn't look in the mirror and see myself and think, like, I don't know how we got here. I mean, I do know how we got here, but it's like, I can't believe I chose all of these things, and we're here right now, and we're trying to figure out what our next move is. I got tired of self-sabotaging myself and doing the thing that was wrong for me. And then I just started looking at the mirror, because the mirror doesn't lie. You know, my weight is going to reflect back on me. The way that I feel is going to reflect back on me. I'm going to look at myself. Am I going to be picking at myself and saying, oh, I look like this, I look ugly, I look fat, I look stupid, I'm blah, 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 blah? Or will that motivate me enough to want to not feel like that anymore? and work on myself and become the person that will feel proud of the reflection that I see back. Like, will I like myself eventually? Because at that moment, I didn't like myself very much. I really hated the position I was in. I really hated what I had dragged myself into. And so I was really good at staring at the sun and damaging myself over and over and over again, because that damaging myself was so much more easier than staring at the mirror, because staring at the mirror was all my flaws, and oh Lord, I could not stare at my flaws, because that would just bring me down further than the sun did. But again, I got tired of feeling damaged and hating myself at the same time. So what did I do instead? I decided that I'm just gonna look in the mirror, accept what I'm seeing, and work on finding a version of myself that I would like to see in the mirror instead. And so when you think of it that way, that's when you can kind of put in the work, because you'll look at yourself in the mirror every single day, and either you'll feel proud of yourself or you're not. And so if you feel proud of yourself, it's because you're doing something right. You're moving somewhere, and you're getting closer and closer to that finale of I finally got here. I'm the best version I could become. Or you're gonna look in the mirror and you're not gonna feel those things, because you're not doing the things that you know you should be doing. You're not gonna feel that way because you know that what's best for you, you're not choosing that option. You're still choosing option B, which is all of the bad things. You're still choosing to look at the mirror. You're still choosing to look at the sun and self-sabotage yourself. So look in the mirror, accept what's going on, even though it's tough and it's hard to acknowledge the fact that you were the only one making all these decisions, that it wasn't anybody else but yourself. That's when you can start making the moves. That's when that motivation kind of kicks in, that fiery in you starts coming in, and you're gonna want to go after it. You'll keep pushing yourself because you want to get to a place where you feel happy looking at yourself in the mirror, because that's what I truly want for myself. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and not pick at myself for every little detail, for every little flaw that I've ever had, for every little regret that I've ever done. I want to start making decisions that my future self will be so proud of, my past self would be so proud of, my present self would be so proud of. So it all starts with today. What are you going to do today that is going to change your future? What are you going to do today that will get you closer to that dream life that you truly want? For me, I chose to wake up super early, start filming these videos so that I can get closer to that life that I really, really want. So if you guys are liking this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldisela. So let's get on to the last tip. So it's about self-discipline and then reward. We mistake the reward and want to give it to ourselves first. Whether it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat the sugar cookie, then go to the gym. I'm gonna watch this TikTok and then I'm gonna clean. I'm going to sleep in a little bit more and then I'll get to work. We want to reward ourselves first before we get to the thing that we need to do. But majority of the time, when we already give ourselves the reward, we don't want to do the hard work. We'll tell ourselves, I'll just do it later. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow will come and you'll do the same thing again. And you will essentially lose all that time, all that progress of just doing the hard work first and then giving yourself a reward. How come you can't go to the gym and then eat the cookie? How come you can't wake up early and get some work done and then maybe take a nap? How come you can't work on your book and then scroll on Instagram? To reward ourselves first and then procrastinate afterwards. It's not the other way around. We don't choose self-discipline first and then reward. And so I really want to encourage you to do the hard work first and then reward yourself afterwards, because you would have already done the hard work already. Even if you give yourself a cookie right after the gym, it's fine. You already did the hard work of going to the gym. And then maybe slowly but surely you'll start taking away that other bad habit, giving yourself the cookie and giving yourself something else, like, oh, I'm gonna watch the Kardashians after the gym instead of giving myself a cookie. Start replacing the bad habits with something else. But I urge you to do self-discipline first and get all that done, and then reward yourself afterwards. Because what's the point of rewarding yourself first and then you do the hard work? There's no incentive afterwards. You're not going to want to do it. I know for sure I don't. I love an incentive. If I could tell myself, like, hey, we're going to do this, and then I'll reward myself with this, I will do my best so that I can reward myself with that. I always tell myself, like, we're not going to watch TikTok for the entire day, and we're going to do all of this hard work, and then by the end of the day, that's when you'll get to watch TikTok. And yeah, I start to feel the reward that I give myself. The more that I'm gonna want to do it, the more work I'm gonna want to put in. So alrighty guys, so if you like this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media at Jolie Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.